preferably in a residential area.
The following thoughts on Happy Hour do not represent Cox Media Group or its sponsoring. Anything you hear may and will be used against you. Thank you. Voted as best local podcast in Tampa Bay by the Creative Loafing. You're listening to Happy Hour. You're tuned in to Happy Hour, an hour where Happy rants about something. Sit back and listen in. Happy Hour is on now. Happy Hour is on now.
Yo, what's up? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. And I'm not going to be discussing a lot of things today on Happy Hour. I'm kind of burnt out. I'm tired. But I want to give you my take on Kaepernick, the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers, as he didn't get up during the national anthem, and the whole world is freaking out. When I say all phone lines are open, I want to have you guys call in and have this be an open forum. So when the phone lines are open, call 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-49-HOPPY. And you can tweet at me, at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Also, what you can do is get the Hoppe Radio app in the Google Play and iPhone shop. Search up Hoppe Radio, Hoppe Radio, and there you can chat me live. All right. Before we get this long-winded rant going on, let's take a deep breath, everybody. You know, because nothing says let's take a deep breath like Kenny G. Let's just breathe. We all need to relax. Everyone good? You can hear Songbird in the background. It's very relaxing jazz music, you know. We're alive. We've made it another day. We're doing good. We're in America. Everybody needs to sit back and just take a little breather real quick. Everybody needs to sit back and take a quick breather. And I want to say this before I get into the rant. I love America. I am grateful each and every day that I was born here. I am grateful my dad was in the Navy. My grandpa was a Marine, 3-time Purple Heart dude. He killed a few people. He was a maniac in World War II. My great-great-grandpa fought in the Civil War. It's in my blood. I wasn't meant to be in the Army or the Marine because I'm a pussy. I don't take orders well when it comes to being bossed around. But what I'm getting at is I have nothing but pride for this country. I look at what's going on in the world in Syria and all these violent countries, and I go, I'm so grateful that I live in Tampa Bay, that I live in America, that I live in paradise. We all should be grateful for what we have. We have a lot of issues right now in America. We have Donald Trump and Clinton running for president. We have crime going on all the time in major cities. We have an economy that is going awfully. We have the Kardashians who are famous. I don't get what the big deal about Kaepernick not getting up is. Now listen. What he did was douchey. It was disgraceful. It was pathetic. It was un-American. What else do you expect from a bust of an NFL quarterback that has made an NFL career of 1 year of playing on the 49ers, and that was the 1 year that he was good? Kaepernick is not a household name in the NFL. He's known if you watch football and you play fantasy sports or you're a football fan, but not many people know who Kaepernick is. He's not a household name. He had one good year when he came in and replaced Alex Smith and hasn't done anything since. What Kaepernick did by not getting on his feet during the national anthem was pathetic, but he doesn't truly believe it in his heart. If he really cared about Black Lives Matter, he would be at a rally. He would be up in front saying Black Lives Matter over and over at these rallies. And it's not like it's hard to find rallies. They're in major cities. If Kaepernick really cared about the movement and really cared about what he's saying that he cared about, we would have heard this prior. You know why Kaepernick did this? It's because we haven't spoken about the guy in 3 years. And even 3 years ago, he wasn't that big of a name. He needed to have more seasons to build up his name. He got a rape accusation that kind of hurt him. He didn't get along with Jim Harbaugh. All the good players left the 49ers, and they're not going to be that good this year. And then in the NFC West, Russell Wilson has taken the spotlight, and the Cardinals have taken the spotlight from the division. So what I'm getting at is this. He is not a smart person. Kaepernick is not very bright. But what else would you expect from a guy that makes $110 million to do nothing? He's not even a good quarterback. I don't get the outrage towards it. He is a legit narcissist. He was mad that nobody has been talking about him for 3 years, and that nobody was going to ever talk about him ever again unless he would have had a comeback season, which he's not going to have because he's not good and he can't do anything in the pocket unless he runs for a first down like a goofy camel. He's not good. I don't get why we're so mad over this. And what's annoying is this. Oh, it's so annoying. And I swear I love America. I was angry when I saw what he did. I was at Side Splitters Comedy Club about to go see Sam Morril. And I was all anxious and I was all angry. But then you start reading social media. And every single post, everybody has to be so American. Yeah! F Colin Kaepernick. Yeah! America! Everybody has these long paragraph posts about their outrage and their anger and how furious they are towards Kaepernick. That's what he wanted. Nobody has talked about him in 3 years. And even when he was good, no one was talking about him. He did this for the attention. So when you guys claim that you hate him, and you type things behind the keyboard, and you send it to him on Twitter or his Facebook page, even if you write the meanest comments, he's going to look at how much he has on his Chase bank account and the millions that he makes. And he'll be looking at the nice house that he lives in and the nice car that he drives and that he's on the 4th biggest NFL market. He's in the 4th biggest city in this country. He will look at everything he has accomplished and goes, I worked it. I did exactly what I wanted. He said all of this because he wanted the attention. He said all of this because he's a narcissist with no talent, who's very shallow because he's jealous of Russell Wilson, and he's jealous of Carson Palmer and the Cardinals taking that whole division. My God, it's not rocket science. And what's so annoying is this. I was so ready for the NFL season. I'm really ready. I've been watching preseason. I've been getting really into it. The Buccaneers were good against the Cleveland Browns, rather. The Bears might be decent this year. I'm all ready for football. I can't watch baseball. I need the NBA to come back. I'm ready for sports. Please, America. Please, please, please. Please, ESPN. Please, Fox Sports 1, sports radio, sports journalists, anybody in the media. Let's not focus this whole season on Kaepernick versus the Packers. How will Green Bay react? They're going to boo him. Kaepernick versus the Giants. How will the Giant fans react? They'll boo him. Kaepernick versus the Dolphins. How will Miami boo? They would boo him, but no one goes to the games. Kaepernick versus the Cowboys. How will they react? Dallas will boo him. Enough. We should not be giving him the time of day. If we are so American and we love this country so much, we need to focus on the real issues, like I said, like this whole election. It seems like everyone is so angry that we have these two imbeciles running that we try to find other things to be outraged over, and we're not trying to focus on the fact that Donald Trump might be our president. My God, it's not rocket science. I'm just at a loss for words. And what did you expect Kaepernick to be like? He's a guy that we don't know that much about He doesn't get many endorsements. He doesn't go into late night TV shows. He hasn't won a ring. There's not much about Kaepernick that's funny or unique. He's not Peyton Manning. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Russell Wilson where he's banging Sierra. There's nothing about Kaepernick that's unique. So why are we so outraged over a bland, overrated hack of a quarterback who's not very good? Call the show. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-49-HOPPY. We have 2 tweets that came in. This guy tweets, the songbird really made your rant go. Yeah, I mean, I played that jazz song for a reason. We need to relax. I don't want this whole year and this whole NFL season to be about Kaepernick. Because if we hate him so much, and he's so un-American, and he's so terrible, and he's such a narcissist, and he's so awful, don't focus on him. Focus on your team and the chance of your team winning a championship. I'm at a loss for words. Because then everybody has to then give their 2 cents on Facebook. And we're supposed to be surprised that America's pastime, because baseball is no longer America's pastime, America's pastime, known as the NFL, that we're finding out that these players are scumbags, they're cheaters, they get involved in tax fraud once they retire. Football players were always scumbags. It's just now that we have social media, and we have TMZ, and we have clickbait, and we have ways to get news by the second online that we're finding out that they're scumbags. I'm sure Joe Montana had his flaws. I'm sure that, let's say the guy that played for the Packers 50 years ago, Bart, I'm sure he had his flaws. I'm sure Jim McMahon had his flaws. All these players that we kiss their ass and we go, Kaepernick isn't like them, because those guys were classy. Athletes have always been scumbags, because they're playing a sport. It doesn't take rocket science. All you need is talent. It doesn't take that much of an IQ to toss the ball. You need talent, you need coordination, and the IQ to play. But it's not like you're doing anything great for this country. You know what I mean? Call the show. I'm just at a loss for words. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-49-HOPPY. We got to chat here in real time. Aw. This guy named Jackie, or girl, I'm not sure. It's this guy that listened to me on the previous show I was on, Rover's Morning Glory in Cleveland. He has a pic of Jackie Kennedy as all his pictures. I'm sure it's not the zombie or the ghost of Jackie that's saying hi, but they said, hey, Ryan, I like your rant. I appreciate it. I just hate the fake outrage that we get mad over these entertainers. Like, we really shouldn't have even been that mad at Ryan Lochte. Like, why do we look at these guys and expect more out of them? All right, call the show. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-49-HOPPY. All right, I'm about to wrap up Hoppy Hour. I didn't want to spend 2 hours talking about Kaepernick, because sports radio is going to do that, and they're going to beat this into the ground. The newspaper media, what's left of it, is going to beat this into the ground. Dudes at sports bars are going to beat this into the ground. Everybody's going to be talking about Kaepernick for the time being, especially each week when he doesn't get up during the national anthem. And you know what? That's exactly what he wanted. When he came up with this idea, that's what he wanted. And we're giving him the attention. If you love America and you hate Kaepernick, ignore him. Watch your NFL team. Do you need to meditate? Do you need to watch some porn? Do you need to do some type of activity that relaxes you? We need to do something to relax as a country, because we're getting so offended by words and these actions of these people that are famous that we act like they should be acting better when they make money for being famous. I'm just saying. All right, here's the deal.
About to end, but first, it's time for last call.
Ow. Ow.
That's all I'm talking about with Kaepernick. You will not hear me say one more word about the guy. because he's a narcissist. He's a moron. He's not very smart. And him doing all this these past few days, I'm doing him a favor. I'm giving him attention. I just wanted to broaden your horizon, because that's the point of happy hour. So happy hour, or more like happy 15 minutes, is now over with. If you want to leave me a voicemail and you want to give your take on my rants, I will be sure to play it on air. If you hate me or you love me, I will play it. It's 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-49-HOPPY. Also, tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Email me. Guess what it could be? RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. Check out my website. Gee, what could it be? RyanHoppyRadio.com. Get the Hoppe Radio app in the Google Play and iPhone shop. Search up Hoppe Radio, Hoppe Radio, and there you can listen to Hoppe anywhere in the world. I don't care if you're in Tampa Bay, or if you're in Cleveland, or you're in Fargo, or you're in Auckland, New Zealand. You can listen to Happy Hour anywhere in the world. Buy my decals for just $2. Brought to you by my guy Nicholas Seymour up in Duluth, Minnesota. You like how I said that with my Midwest accent? Go to tinyurl.com/happyhourdecal. That's tinyurl.com/happyhourdecal. My other sponsor for this show is Simply Prepaid of T-Mobile. And they are at 5014 Gulfport Boulevard South in Gulfport. Call them at 727-331-1934. That's 727-331-1934. If you go there and talk to Tony Spinney, Patrick McVicker, Ryan and Ryan in the tech department, they will be sure to hook you up. Just go there and tell them that I brought you, and they will be sure to give you a great deal. That's about it. I don't want anybody thinking that I'm un-American. I don't want anybody thinking that I hate this country. I just think that we are outraged over a thing that we should be mad about, but we shouldn't be focusing each and every day on. Because we have more important issues in this country than a moronic quarterback with no respect and not a very high IQ, and his quarterback rating is higher than his IQ, and that's not high. This has been Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, saying peace out.